behind the cape. Yeah, we'll talk about Wonder Man. Once again, Mo Fly.
Oh, I'm laughing at you, Wonder Man fans. I sure am. Because y'all thought y'all had y'all one. Y'all thought that, like, y'all thought that the fact that the Doorman episode charted, the one episode that didn't have anything to do with the lead character, which, I mean, it wasn't really doing shit anyways, but the fact that that one was so popular was gonna be like, oh yeah, no, this the guy, yeah, it's the guy. Now y'all see y'all was talking about them race swaps. This one work. No, nigga, no, no, nigga. Now come over here, sit next to me, and be disappointed. Come sit down. Come on. We can be disappointed together now. Now that you realize what game we're playing. So even the artsy fartsy stuff that they want to make, the bullshit we didn't even ask for. No one asked for Yahya Abdul-Mateen to be Wonder Man. No one. It is stomach turning that is even the character that you went to present to him, when the laundry list of black characters that we have in the MCU that you haven't even touched,
and that he accepted.
Well,
on Simon,
that tells me his level of knowledge of the source.
Fair.
Maybe he really wanted to play a cool character, and then they convinced him that this was a really cool character.
He said, Marvel check, whatever.
Yeah, that's not out of my understanding to comprehend. Like, Kevin Feige and probably some other bigwigs at Disney talked to him and convinced him that this was a role that was going to be great for him. Now, what I will criticize him on is not knowing that Daniel Destin Cretton originally pitched this shit as a Trevor Slattery show. So, like, this thing has shit to do with fucking superheroes. And you probably should have pressed the issue a little bit further on what the fuck it was that you were going to be doing in this show. If we'd have walked into that room and been like, yeah, it's going to be 8 episodes, but you are going to fight in 2 of them. two scenes. I'm sorry, not 2 episodes. 2 scenes. The other time you're just going to be breaking your mama's fucking counter. Destroying the island. That couldn't have been what you want to spend your $1 Marvel dollar on. Couldn't have been. Like that but I understand sitting down with Kevin Feige and he's like, listen, we have big plans for Simon Williams. He's a huge Marvel character. I think you're perfect for him.
Crazy.
He's an actor playing a superhero who's actually a superhero. And so Mateen, I've heard him talk. Bruh is so meta that he worked himself into that. He's like, oh my God, yes, this is my role. This is my role. I have to play this role.
Not that I've seen the show, but you played better superheroes.
I mean, again, I'm trying to give him as much bail as I can possibly give him. But the fact that everybody just thought like this was going to be the one. Hello, let's go ahead and let's do this again. Race swap characters are meant to fail. They are built to be temporary. They have a shelf life. And the only difference between Wonder Man and any of these other race swaps that, you know, it's just that this one expired a little bit sooner. Mm-hmm. This one expired just a little bit sooner. But everybody from Commissioner Gordon to what's another race swap? It's another race swap. To the animated Norman Osborn in the Spider-Man show right now that's on Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. Those characters are going to be white again at some point.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's always the plan.
We're not talking derivatives here. I'm not talking Miles Morales. I'm not talking about Jon Stewart. Those are black characters. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, hey, this is a white man in every other medium that you see him in, but we gonna make him black because we like black people. I don't want that shit. Ugh.
I thought about it. Not only did he play a better superhero before, but he also had, if he only had action scenes in 2 episodes, he arguably had more action in that Black Mirror episode than he ever did in this show.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I had to. I couldn't help myself on that one.
His dollar and he spent it on a race swap character nobody cares about. Like, even if you was a white man, Yahya, I don't think people would have been like tearing down the doors to see this character. Like, do a little bit of research, like just a little bit. Just an teensy bit.
Agree, Kevsey, about not needing to swap because there's enough black characters that haven't been thoroughly explored.
Not touched at all. Not touched at all. And so that is my point of criticism is like, okay, so you clearly didn't have a background here. At least not on this side of the pond. Maybe he's more of a DC guy with the Dr. Manhattan stuff. But he didn't have a foothold in any of this to be able to be like, yeah, no, you bullshit me. I'm not coming in for this. Like, no. For who? Simon Williams? Wonder Man? Love Triangle with Vision and Scarlet Witch? Do you see me? You think people gonna have a hard time choosing between me and Paul Bettany? Come on, man. And not even Paul Bettany, but like cybernetic refurbished Paul Bettany.
That's crazy.
Come on, man. Come on. And then they didn't even do that either. Like they didn't touch on it at all. His brother was, when they cast, they named him as the Grim Reaper. And then did nothing with it in the show. Because we had to take all this other time to do this meta comedy shit about struggling actors in Hollywood with Slattery and Yahya. And it was like, bro, please go to HBO and make this show with DDC. Go make this show with him over at HBO. And don't have it have anything to do with superheroes. Like, make the backdrop of it be like crime or something. Like somebody mixed up in organized crime or drugs or some shit like that. And it'll be a great show. It'll be a great show. And we'll talk about it. And there will be no such criticism of what it is lacking, sorely lacking, which is action, punching, explosions, anything that is a calling card of an action or a superhero project. Because that's what that series was definitively devoid of. And to think that anybody even started down the road of making a season 2 of that same narrative, like, buddy.
Amy Pascal confirms an animated Venom movie is in development.
It may not suck, but why? But why? Man, these people, dog, they have their heads so far up their Caucasian asses. I swear to God, you have a gold mine. You got a money printer. And it's just waiting to be turned on. It's just waiting to be turned on. It's begging you, please, just plug me in. You don't want to plug me in? Connect me to Wi-Fi. Do something. Interject some energy into me, some urgency. Please, God, get a live action Miles out before DC get out a static. Have some forethought. Everything that you have done outside of Peter Parker has been an abject, well, you can't call Venom an abject failure because it made a lot of money, the series overall,
right?
But diminishing value over films, right?
Sure.
Like it's not something that's growing at this point. It's not something that people are running back to see.
Sure.
Like, even if the animated film is a success and is good on HBO Max, it netted you next to nothing in terms of cash. And maybe a few ticks in reputation. Why are we not? Well, shit. That's just Sony, so there's no where's that shit even going? Where are they gonna show that? You gonna put an animated Venom film in the movies?
Well,
anywho, my brain
depending on
hurts.
how it does, maybe they're trying to rebuild that character like they did for Miles.
Miles has shown the versatility of being able to be popular in your gaming space, your animated films, and you know what this type of archetype looks like on the silver screen. If you would dedicate your resources to try and recreate that with a character that seems to be able to stand on his own 2 legs without the crutch of Peter Parker, my God, the sky is the limit. Mm-hmm. But like this, like piecemealing, 1 foot into 1 step at a time. Oh, we're not going to rush it. And, oh, we haven't even thought about it. We haven't cast it. It's like, it's showing an ambivalence to the whole thing. Like, you could care less. Like, we'll get there when we get there, as if your field is so plentiful. Like, yeah, a Spider-Man movie every 3 years so you get to keep the rights sounds good, but like, god damn, can you do something else?
Sure.
Do something else.
I was just thinking about it. It just randomly hit me in my head. What do you think about this casting for Miles? Jabari Banks from Bel Air.
He's tall.
Sure.
He's tall. He's 6'2", 6'3".
Somewhere around there.
Um,
But you can, as far as camera work, you can work around that.
Could he do it? Yeah, I think he's got the acting chops. I think he could get down.
You don't think he has like the personality feel
of a Miles Morales? Yeah, he's got the useful,
look?
spry spirit. So here's my gripe with a casting like that. I want to see him outside of a sitcom acting scenario.
Well, he was just cast
in something. Yeah, I saw it. I saved it. It was he's got a show coming out on Hulu.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll give me my chance. But I want to see him out of network TV type of setting. Sure. Like the acting he was doing in Bel Air, while good, was very targeted. Like it didn't give him very much freedom.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I think he could do it. I just never seen it. And so before I'll be like, yeah, go head up this franchise. I would at least want to see it outside of the confines of Bel Air.
Yeah. Oh, chat hates it. Chat hates it.
Hell no.
Let's get a half black American, half Puerto Rican. But how many of those are there, at least in Hollywood currently?
I don't know.
Maybe we can get Cruz from Coach Carter.
Cruz from Coach Carter? Yeah, no, too old. Way old. Beyond old.
Oh, man. Shameik Moore sitting right there. No, Shameik Moore cannot be Miles Morales in a live action.
He just wanted Haley Steinfeld and to play Miles Morales. He was trying to complete his Spider-Man arc, just like all the greats before him, just like Tom Holland and just like Tobey Maguire and I guess Andrew is around there somewhere, but they all found their Spider Women or their Mary Jane. And they married him for real, or they started dating him for real in real life. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm going to complete my Spider-Man arc. And here comes Josh Allen, just ruining my man's dreams. Just stepping all over him.
The big football player, the quarterback.
I had her, bro. She was right there. And then here come this 6'7" running white boy quarterback and steal her.
There was not one point at all where Shameik had her.
She was right there, bro.
She was firmly disgusted at every point during those press runs.
She would have went. If he'd actually got Miles, she'd have went.
That's crazy. Thoughts on Michael B. Jordan's Thomas Crown Affair trailer?
I thought it was smooth.
Talking about for a little while.
I thought it was all right. Starting to get some of the themes, starting to understand, what the film's going to be about, what the two main characters that we've seen are cast, what their roles are going to be. It seems like she's the cop that's chasing him. Either a cop or somebody that he stole from their watchdog or their investigator. So it's a chase movie. Catch me if you can kind of thing. As well as a heist and a caper movie. Mm-hmm. All right, so we always knew that MBJ, he could project as that strong, debonair type of character. A man's man, for lack thereof a lesser term.
I would argue Creed 3 is borderline what he becomes
in
this movie.
For sure. So, I'm excited to see it. I want to get maybe just a little bit more on what else is going on besides just he steals shit and the police after him.
Sure.
But then again, I don't. It's not that grandiose of a theme for me to actually be expecting too much. So,
yeah.
Maybe just a little bit, a few tings on the story, maybe. But looks good to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks good. I think the trailer, like you said, it doesn't do everything that you want it to, but it does enough to sell the movie. Especially for a lot of people who see Michael B. Jordan and say, "I'm going to watch that movie." So it's really kind of all you need at some points. I can't think of the last Michael B. Jordan movies that weren't just, hey, y'all, it's Michael B. Jordan, and then people went out and seen it. Especially Sinners. If Sinners wasn't just two Michael B. Jordans, and that was the press run we got.
Y'all clan?
Crazy. Have y'all seen the other versions of Thomas Crown Affair? This is the 3rd remake.
I have not.
No.
Have not. First time ever hearing about the series.
I'm assuming those are 2 older ones, and this is the black remake.
Probably.
Like I do think I remember seeing that it was like a old like 50s movie or something like that, and so I'm assuming they probably remade it again in like the 80s. Of course, the characters were probably white again in that one, and then
so like an Equalizer or damn, what was it?
Yep, this is the black one. Thank you, Tina. That's what I assumed. 1968 original film, the 1999 remake. Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo.
It sounded like some Pierce Brosnan shit.
Sure did.
It sounded like some shit that Pierce Brosnan would be in.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. I just want to get to this one because I thought it was hilarious. Vin Diesel says the new Fast movie script is the best script he's seen for decades.
Oh, man, now that's saying something. That's saying something right there, boy.
You know what's great about it? You know what he absolutely loved?
It accentuates family.
Well, first of all, there was 467 usage of the word family.
Family.
And then there's a Cardi B cameo. That's the script. I don't know that for a fact, but watch that end up being what the case is.
The best script that Vin Diesel has seen in years is equivalent to the best treatment that's currently coming out of the Travis Scott Paramount deal.
Facts.
The best script I've seen in years. Like, man, if you don't get on here, get out of here.
Vin Diesel came to the first usage of the word family and said, I love it.
I love it.
Absolute cinema.
I love it. I'm surprised it wasn't called Fast and Furious Family. Family. Fast and Furious Forever. Yeah. What the hell? What was this? Wakanda?
It's called Fast and
Furious. The Fast Family. Family. Fast and Furious 11. Fast Family.
Fam and Furious. Fast Family. LOL. Family versus the Predator is hilarious.
Hey, I mean, at this point, you might as well have them drive cars around the Predator and fight him that way. Because, I mean, what else? What haven't they done? Were they astronauts in the last movie? I didn't see the last shit, but I definitely seen Ludacris in an astronaut helmet. Like, what the fuck is even happening anymore? Why are y'all fighting crime? Why is the government just allowing y'all out of prison? Wouldn't you? So y'all broke Dom out of prison, and they never have to go back. Like, it was just fine.
Fast 10-year seatbelts is hilarious. Yeah, I haven't seen a movie Fast and Furious since like 5 or 6. And the last thing I remember, like, that I've committed to memory is Ejectocito Cuz. So, like, I couldn't tell you. I'm not the person to talk about with Fast and Furious.
I watched a little further than that. The last one I liked was Fast 5. And then the last one I seen was the one with Charlize Theron where she had kidnapped Dom's baby mama, the woman he got pregnant when he thought Letty was dead, and then killed the baby or something like that, I thought. Killed her and the baby, I think.
Damn.
I guess that was the smoother way for him to not have extra family. Dom only got one family.
That's crazy. Faster than Disney. Hilarious.